And let's see, is my mute? My mic's still working. Okay, hey, welcome to our to the Grand River Woodturners December show. I'm Doug Brinks, the current president of this organization. Um, we meet here in Grand Rapids. You can see the beautiful downtown Grand Rapids. It's snowing this morning, so uh, we see we have some new members. I don't know if we have any in the room, but I know we picked up a couple new members this past week. Um, if you are online watching this on YouTube, today you'll see our meeting, but you won't see our demonstration, which is Barbara Dill. That'll be a members only YouTube video when I put that up later, but it's available. It'll be available to all of our members. If you're on YouTube watching this and you would say, "Hey, I'd like to join this group. It looks like fun." Here's our email address. You can send an email there, and we will forward you the information to join our guild. Right now, our dues are $30 for the year 2022, and that's until the end of this month. Right now, it's a $5 discount. As of January 1st, that'll go up to $35 for the year, and that it will include all of our demonstrations and all of our meetings, which we will be streaming all year long. Even if we go in person, we're still going to stream our meetings. That'll include any professional woodturners that we have, which we plan to have. Hopefully, we'll get 3 of them online here. So your $30 will go a long ways to see all your stuff. And if you join us in the next week, we'll send you the link for Barbara Dill's demonstration that she is going to be doing for us later today. Um, she Her demonstration today is going to be, and I forgot to write that down, a 3-cut candle holder. So she is the queen of multi-axis wood turning. So if you're into multi-axis wood turning, you will probably find out that she's a big dill. So so yeah, we encourage you to join so we can send you that link so you can see her demonstration later. Um, let's see. Moving on down the list. The some old business. You've seen her mention that they're looking for woodturners for the Grand Rapids Museum. If you're interested in that, let us know. Get a hold of Ken Blaine or Tom Peniga. They can send you in the right direction to get there. Or you can email me and I will get you headed in the right direction. Our supply store is closed for the month. So you can order supplies, you just won't be able to pick them up until next month after our meeting. If there was something there you really, really, really had to have, you're in a bind, get a hold of me. We'll see if we can work something out, but probably everybody can let that go for a month. Um, the but the store is open to get by membership online. If you go to our store, you'll see membership. We send out with our newsletter links to buy a membership for an individual or a family at the discounted rate. So that's the only thing that the store will be open for this month. Um, our As of January 1st, we have a new board member, David Bunge. He's here today. We welcome David on board. He's going to be an online member of our guild, and he'll be representing the online members too. So, which we look forward to that. So we get his perspective on what we could be doing better for that group. John Singleton, he is retired. His term ends at the end of this month, and we want to thank John for all of his hard work. Appreciate everything he's done. He's worked hard to get demonstrators in there, like Barbara Dill, who we have in here today. So thanks, John, for everything you've done. We really appreciate it. So we're gonna have show and tell, and for our show and tell today, we're gonna have 2 prizes because it's Christmas. So we have a couple of Visa gift cards that were donated to the guild from the Larry Truss estate. He was a member of our group that who passed away 4 months ago or so, and they sent us a couple of $25 Visa gift cards. So those are going to be our gifts today, that random drawing for our show and tell. Hopefully we got I think Dave we'll get Dave Curley to do the drawing like he has been doing for us.
Yep, I'm ready.
All right, cool. So that'll be with show and tell. We don't have a President's challenge this month. Um, I think I think that is all of our business, unless there's something I'm missing that somebody wants me to bring up anything. Um, if not, then I would like to go ahead and get started with show and tell. Um, since I'm spotlighted, I'll start it off. If you've got something for show and tell, raise your hand. Digitally you can raise your hand, or if you just start raising your hand, somebody will see it. You can put in the chat room that you have show and tell. But everybody who's in show and tell will be into the drawing for these two $25 Visa cards. So go run and find your show and tell so we can move on with that. So here's my show and tell. Seeing we have Barbara Dill here today, I thought I'd show my offset snowman that I turned. I think this is the actual one I turned for a club demonstration a while ago. It's my favorite snowman. It was fun to make. And I am kind of the snowman guy around here. I make lots of snowmen, and this is my favorite. So there's my show and tell offering. I see we got man, how come I can't Aaron Day. I always think Andrew, but it's Aaron Day. I see you're up here, so I'm going to put you on, Aaron, and show us what you have, okay?
So wound up doing some pepper grinders or salt or pepper grinders. So there we go. So really just simple form on that one, and this one did a little bit more complex. That was actually the first one I did because that was the design that came with the kit. So, but yeah, it's kind of a fun thing to do. Tried to sell them at craft shows, did not work. So evidently we now have new salt and pepper grinder upstairs. So,
Yeah, I did that this year. I made 6 of them, so we'll see how many I have in my household afterwards. I think I sold 2. so,
yeah.
so yeah, my wife might have a new salt and pepper grinder in her future.
Yep. All right, thanks.
Okay, so who else has a show and tells? Hopefully somebody else. What's that?
I've got a show and tell.
Okay.
I can't put my hand up.
There you go. You're spotlighted.
Oh, I'm on. All right, let me share screen. So I'm finishing up some commissions. Unfortunately, these aren't seasonal turnings, but this is Bradford Pear. And it's an interesting wood. It just cuts like butter, but it's just loaded with moisture. The gullet on my gouge literally looked like a rain gutter of the water running down it. But these are about 17 inches across, so they give you an idea how big the log was. And this is an Ambrosia Maple. It had a lot of worm activity in it. You can see one of the tracks that just happened to be in the sidewall. Whoop. And that's Merry Christmas to everybody. Those are all finished with the gallery quality finish.
Even the Christmas trees at the end?
Oh, that's natural finish. Air dried.
All right, very nice. Let's see. So we have Ruby up next here, and you're on. Ruby, what do you got for us?
A few of the things that I learned how to make when I was in Austria. All I have to do is figure out how to get my camera to reverse. Oh, there it is. Okay, so there's a combination of the items. That's what they call filigree turning. So you turn the outside shape, you put the holes in basically, and then hollow it out. I did have another tree topper, except when I got back, the first thing I needed was a haircut, and my hairdresser saw a picture of them, and she wanted one of the tree toppers. So
Ruby, isn't this what you went over, part of what you learned in Europe?
yep,
So you actually do the cuts before you hollow.
correct.
Interesting.
What do you
Yeah.
use for cutting the holes?
Hand chisels.
Oh, really?
Oh, no power
Yep.
tools, huh?
No power tools. And the guy that I learned from, of course, I don't speak German and he doesn't speak English, but he made it very clear you're not allowed to use an indexer or a ruler either. Everything had to be by hand.
Wow.
And
So what kind of wood is that?
they call it Zimba. And it's a type of pine that grows above 14,000 feet.
Wow.
So
Is
it's
it-
very tight grain, but it's very soft and easy to carve.
Cool.
So
Yeah.
if somebody's got a question, they want to know if you pencil it in and then carve.
While it's spinning, you can put in maybe 3 lines side by side. And then afterwards, no, you're not even allowed to use a pencil for that.
So is there any finish on these, or are they raw wood or what?
I did put a spray finish on the tree topper, and a couple of the other pieces have a wax finish.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, very nice. Very cool.
Something a little different.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I assumed it was pierced with like a dentist tool or something. The
Nope,
old-fashioned
not
way.
allowed.
Okay. All right. Next up, we have Ron Vincent. Ron, what do you have for us today?
Well, I have a little ornament that I made, inside out turning. It's dyed, painted on the inside, dyed on the outside. It's actually a piece of scrap pine that was laying around.
Very nice.
Interesting.
Okay.
Nate?
Let's see.
Nate Scovey's got one.
Yep, I see that. I'm trying to find him or Ron. I see they both are on the list here.
Yeah.
Nate Scovey, I found you. So, Nate, you're on. What do you got for us, Nate?
So I haven't been here in a while, been working too much, but I was playing with ornaments. So I did little gnomes. So I had an absolute ball. I actually did my first craft show. And I sold a bunch of these little guys. But yeah, they're really fun to make, and you don't gotta finish them. So you can leave them as rough as you want to, because it adds to the effect.
Are those a
So-
self-portrait?
Huh?
Are those a self-portrait?
Yep.
We were all thinking that, Ron.
Yeah, but Ron had the guts to say it.
I know. Okay, so Ron, you're up next. If I can just find you, I'm gonna. Here you
Here,
are.
Doug.
Oh, now you moved. Hang on.
I got him.
Okay,
There you go.
you're on, Ron. What do you got?
I've got a little bowl I turned. Bruce should like this. It's round and brown.
Oh, good. I like those.
Yeah. This is white oak. It was a tree that came down across the driveway, and I decided I'd try going back to oak and have some fun with it. I've cleaned this up even more. This is much more porous now. I think I've sandblasted it maybe 6 or 8 times. You can see this is real thin, but I'm having a lot of fun with it. And there's another view. So I'll keep playing with this. I've got 7 pieces in work. None of them are quite as thin as this yet. It's taken me a lot of work to get through some of this.
Cool. Let's see. Does anybody else?
Ron, I got a question for you. Have you experimented at all with the results between wet wood and dry wood? Does one cut quicker than the other?
Yeah, I think, Bruce, I've done both. I'll take it right off the lathe over to the blaster. I have found that wet wood, it wants to hang on to the beads. Okay, and I've been using mostly glass beads, brushed glass. It wants to stick, so I'll leave it for a couple of days, dry it out, and go back after it. And I think I have more control after it's dried out.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Yeah. So does anybody else have some show and tell? Just
I don't see
last
anybody.
chance. Nobody waving their hand, nothing in the chat room. All right. David Curley, do your thing. Make a drawing and
Okay, we're doing 2, right?
Yep, we're gonna do 2.
Okay, the first one is Nate and his gnomes.
Okay. Congratulations, Nate.
Maybe you can afford a razor now.
And
I'll think about it.
number 2 from the peanut gallery is Bruce.
Oh, no, it's gonna snow like all crazy now.
All right. Congratulations, Bruce. So, one thing that I missed on my going down my my list for new business, next month in our supply room, we're gonna put in a couple of metal legs that come from a conveyor system that you could use to make a bench or something. So those we're gonna add in before the room opens next month. Sometime in January we'll get them in there. And then also I wanted to mention that our demonstrations we have demonstration lined up for January. It's going to be Walt Wager is his name. He's from the North Florida Woodturners Guild, and he's going to do a spiral finial. I think that's what we have him on for. Joking, those emails got real confusing. We had a lot of emails going back and forth, but I think we settled on.
They did, but I think you're correct. Yeah, they got a little confusing there for a bit.
I know. I was trying to find it yesterday, but I wrote this down.
Wasn't sure who was actually doing the presentation for a few minutes there.
Yeah, I know. But we got it figured out. I think it's that. And then in February, we got Neil Brand from the Golden Triangle Woodturners in Denton, Texas. And he's going to do a pencil box. It was something that was in the AAW magazine a couple of years ago. It's a pencil box that looks like a pencil. So, and these 2 woodturners, we got set up a wood turning exchange, IDR exchange between guilds. So they're doing these for us, and then we in turn are going to do the demonstrations for their guilds in that month. So these are something new that we're going to try, and we're hoping this goes well. We're hoping to maybe do 3 or 4 of those this year. So that's their special guest. There's the metal legs that are going to go in there. Tom's sharing those right now. So that'll be what we'll be putting in our gallery. I haven't gotten around to it. I've been busy, but in the beginning of January I'll get those in there, and we'll see if anybody's got interest in those. Of course, I see in the chat room, congratulations to Joe Spries. He retired officially yesterday, Joe?
Yes, it
All right.
was.
Congratulations. Yeah.
Thank you.
So,
Thank
welcome
you.
to the retirement community. You'll wonder how you ever had enough time to work.
So I'm told. I look forward to that
Yeah.
that challenge.
Yeah. Your schedule will fill up quickly.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
So, okay. Well, with that said, unless I'm missing something, there's anything else I need to bring up?